Hello dearest, welcome back to my channel. This is Maafeli. I hope everyone is doing well. Today I'm going to show you two different methods of making tortilla dough and also two different ways of toasting them at home. Can you see this tortilla sheet? It is so soft and nice and also delicious. So before we get started, please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Turn on the notification button so that you will not miss any upload that I make. Share, comment, and also like my recipes. So let's get started. In a bowl, I'll add 3 cups of my homemade all-purpose flour, and to that I'll add baking powder and also salt. I'll mix everything together until it is well incorporated. Once it is well incorporated, I'll go ahead and add 3 tablespoons of olive oil into the flour. You can use any other cooking oil for this recipe. So I'll mix everything together until the oil and the flour are well combined, and then I'll create a well in between it and start to add hot water to it and mix with my spatula gradually and mix until the dough begins to form. The water shouldn't be extra hot that you cannot put your hand in, neither should it be warm. It should be a bit hot. So I'll mix everything together nicely until the dough start to form beautifully. And once it is doughy like this, I'll go ahead and take out the spatula, and then I'll use my hands to mix the dough nicely until it forms beautifully and soft, just like the way you see it in the video. So now that it is so soft and sticky to my hands, just look at that. It is so soft and nice and sticky to my hands. So I'll go ahead and flour my working board and then transfer the dough into my working board nicely. I will then go ahead and give it a good kneading for about 5 minutes until the dough is no longer sticking to my hand, just like the way you see it in the video. It's no longer sticking to my hand. So I will shape it nicely and then I will show you how it looks once I'm done kneading it for 5 minutes. And just look at that. It is so stretching, soft and malleable. So that is how I want it, so nice. So what I will do now is to shape it nicely, and then at this point I'm going to go ahead and then transfer it into the bowl. I will first add some olive oil into the bowl and spread it in and add the dough into it because I do not want the dough to stick to the bowl. And then I'll go ahead and cover it with the plastic and allow it to rest for 10 minutes for the gluten to relax beautifully. It's been after 10 minutes, so I'll go ahead and then take out the plastic and check on the dough, and then just look at the dough. It is so nice and perfect. I'll show you the way it looks. Just look at that. It's stretching very nicely and soft as well. It is so perfect and nice. So at this point I'll flour my working board and then put the dough on and shape it nicely. After shaping it nicely, I'm going to cut it into 16 equal sizes. This is because I am rolling the dough to be according to the vessel that I'm going to use to toast them. I do not want my dough to become bigger than the vessel that I'm going to use to toast them. So cut your dough according to the vessel that you are going to use to toast them. If you cut them too big, you might roll it and then it becomes so large and above the vessel that you are going to use to toast them. So I am cutting it according to the size of my vessel, so that when I roll it, it will not be too large, but it should be medium. So this is why I'm cutting it into smaller sizes. So once I'm done cutting them, I will just go ahead and then fold it in nicely, just like that, and then press it and then roll it to form a beautiful ball. So I'll keep on repeating the same process until I am done with all of them. I will leave everything in the description box, so do not forget to check them out, and even the link to my homemade all-purpose flour, I will leave them all below the description box, so check them so that it will help you when you are making this recipe. So once I'm done rolling them all, I will flour my surface again and then put the dough on, and then flour my rolling pin and then begin to roll it nicely. I will roll it and then flip it over, roll it and flip it over. I will keep on rolling it until I get as round shape that I could, and also flat as I could, just like this. And then I will first preheat my fry pan. So the first method I'm going to use to toast my dough is using the fry pan method. So if you have a fry pan, you can use it to toast. So I will transfer the dough into the fry pan on the fire and then allow it to pop up beautifully. Just look at that, it's popping up beautifully. So I will turn it and flip it over and allow the other side to also toast. So I would make it like that until it is well toasted nicely, that you can eat, and then put it in a plate and then repeat the same process. So this is the first method of toasting my tortilla sheet. So just look at the way it look. It is so nice. So I will keep on putting them in just like that and then allow them to toast, because you should be able to eat it after you are done. So it must be toasted very well. Then I'll move to my second method. My second method, I'm using my electric grill that I have. So I will transfer the dough into my electric grill nicely and then allow it to pop up. So you see, if I did cut my dough to be big, is going to be above the electric grill, because the electric grill is not too wide. So once it pop up and toast on the other side, I was just gonna flip it over and turn it for the other side also to toast very well, and then I'll remove them and put them in a plate. So this is my second method of toasting. So I will move to my second method of making the dough, and I will still add 3 cups of my homemade all-purpose flour into the bowl and add baking powder and salt. Mix everything together until it's well incorporated, and at this point I'll go ahead and add 1 tablespoon of margarine or butter into it, and then mix everything together until the butter and the flour are well combined. Once it is well combined, I'll go ahead and add hot water to it. Mix it until the dough begin to form nicely. So once it is doughy like this, I will take it out the spatula and then use my hand to mix until it becomes soft and sticky, just like the first one. So just look at the way it looks. It is so nice and perfect and sticking to my hand. It should be soft because we want our tortilla sheet to be soft by the time we are done toasting them. So I'll flour my working board and transfer the dough into it. And then I'll give it a good kneading for about 5 minutes as well, until it's no longer sticking to my hands. So this is the second method of making your tortilla dough. The first method was using cooking oil or olive oil, and the second method was to use butter or margarine. And just look at the way it looks. It's stretching and nice after kneading it for 5 minutes. Just look at that. So at this point, I'm going to shape it nicely. And then I'm going to spread a little bit of butter in the bowl and then add the dough to it, because I do not want it to stick to the bowl. And then I will just cover it with a plastic and then allow it to rest for another 10 minutes, and then allow the gluten to relax beautifully, just like the first one. So these are the two methods of making our dough. It's either to use olive oil or cooking oil, or butter or margarine. So you decide which one to use. So after 10 minutes, I'll remove the plastic and check on it, and just look at the way it looks. It is so soft and malleable as well. Just look at that. It's so stretching and nice, just like the first one. Just look at that. It's so nice and perfect. So at this point, I'm going to shape it very nicely. So once I'm done shaping it, I will just flour my board, and then I'm going to use my hands to take them. I'm not going to use the knife to divide them. I will use my hands this time. So I will just fold it in over, and then roll it to form a ball, just like that. So I will keep on like this until I'm done, and I'm going to get 8 equal sizes. This is because this second method, I want my tortilla sheet to become a bit larger or bigger than the first one. So I did not cut them into small pieces like the first method. I cut them to be a bit bigger, and then I'm going to use my tortilla press that I have. So I'll put the dough on and then cover it with the press, and then press it nicely to form a nice and round dough. So if you have a tortilla press, you can use it for this method as well. So I'll take it and put it back again, because it is not my desired preference. I'll press it again until it becomes large. So you can use tortilla press if you have it to make your tortilla sheet. Just look at the way it looks. It is so nice. Or you still go ahead and also use the rolling pin. They all work nicely and beautiful. So you decide, if you don't have tortilla press, you can still use the rolling pin and get the desired result. So I will put it inside the pan again and then toast them just like the first one. I'm going to toast them until it is well toasted and nice, and then I'll flip it over until the other side is also well toasted, and then I will take it out. So I'm going to repeat the same process until I am done toasting all my tortilla sheets. once I'm done toasting them all, this is where we are. Just look at my tortilla sheet. It is so perfect and nice and so delicious. You can enjoy this with spread, any form of meat or chicken that you want to put in. I also enjoy it with avocado, and it is so yummy and nice. Trust me, this is so delicious and nice. I do not buy tortilla sheet from the shop anymore or wrap from the shop. I always make wraps at home since I can make my own tortilla sheet at home. So I believe you enjoyed this video with me. If you did, give your girl a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not done that yet. If you're a new subscriber, welcome to my channel. This is Maafeli, and always remember, at Maafeli we believe in the old adage, your health is your wealth, so be mindful of what you eat. Nyamre bua yeke ye biako. Bye.